the sacred bedpan of St. Swithin's that I will kill Mr. Golightly.
How many flowers will you find in an English country garden?
Dick?
Oh, morning, Duncan.
Dr. Dick Stewart Clark, Medi-florist. Forward a friend of flower. Oh, you're joking, Dick.
What is one of the most popular things people give other people in a hospital?
Watering cans.
No, flowers. And what is one of the most difficult things to find in St. Swithin's?
Flowers?
Yes, and who has a cousin who works in a flower nursery?
Oh, you never miss a trick, do you?
Oh, well, one has to seize one's opportunities as they present themselves, old boy.
Here, I ain't got no coat under my bed.
Mr. Golightly, only bed patients are allowed the use of bedpans. Everyone else uses the lavatories at the top of the wall.
Yes, but I always have a pole, don't I? I mean, supposing I get taken short in the middle of the night. Well, I can't go traipsing around and make combs, can I? I mean, hello, these flowers sporting. Somebody dead? Killed another one off, have you?
Unfortunately not. These are things that needn't concern you, Mr. Golightly.
Here. This ain't none of this biological food stuff, is it? Because if it is, I ain't eating it. Well, even if it's the other stuff's bloody awful.
No, it's nothing to do with that. Now, would you please, just go back to the ward and look after the sister, and I'm sure she'll sort you out.
Yeah.
He comes in once a fortnight for his anticoagulant monitoring, and he causes more trouble than all the other patients put together.
Well, I'd say you're not handling him properly. In cases like his, one needs to use a little basic psychology. He's probably a very lonely, isolated person.
Oh, really? Is that what it is? Oh, I just thought he was cantankerous, rotten old...
Hello? Yes, of course, 11 bunches. I'll deal with it right away. Yes, certainly. Goodbye. All that's needed with Mr. Golightly is a little patience, a little understanding, and a little sympathy. In short, a good bedside manner.
Yeah, and in Mr. Golightly's case, I think I could do a very good graveside manner.
I tell you what, I could help you out by softening him up a little bit.
Oh, Richard, if you can do that, I'll buy you a drink. I'll buy you two, and a bunch of flowers to boot.
Well, there is something you could do for me.
Well, you name it.
Drop these off in maternity for me, will you? Oh, for Mr. Golightly, there's nothing like flowers for cheering a person up. Huh? In an English country garden.
I think the whole thing is absolutely disgraceful. I have been here for the last 10 minutes. My time is precious. I have...
Good morning.
Well, talk of the devil.
Oh, Geoffrey, glad you could manage to get here.
You're late.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, but with due respect, I can't spare too much time, as I have
see
to
what
be...
I mean? No sooner does he get here than he has to dash off to somewhere more interesting, no doubt. Totally lacking in administrative responsibility.
I was about to say, madam, that I have to be in theatre in 20 minutes. And if you think removing some unfortunate woman's piles is interesting, you're only too welcome to come along and observe.
Disgusting.
Geoffrey, please.
But we shan't get anywhere if we keep bickering among ourselves.
Geoffrey, as you know, Mrs. Broadway is the local representative of the Metropolitan and District Hospital Patients Protection League.
What is it this time? One of her members wasn't tucked in properly last night. Or wasn't the cocoa hot enough? Oh. What are those?
Complaints about the hospital, Geoffrey.
Hospital. More like a 19th century workhouse.
Rubbish, madam.
Well, we shan't get anywhere if we keep bickering among ourselves.
Rubbish, there's nothing amiss here at St. Swithin.
There's nothing amiss. If you think that, if you're any doubt about that, perhaps you can explain to me why 160 new members have joined our league in the past month alone.
Well, I really don't see...
And all of them from St. Swithin.
Oh, no.
Skeletons in your cupboard, Doctor. Skeletons in your cupboard.
Please.
We shan't get anywhere if we keep bickering.
Professor Loftus.
Sir Geoffrey, if you don't mind.
Hair splitting. I have had discussions with the Dean of the University and the Board of Governors, and we are quite agreed that these are your direct responsibility.
You're too kind, Mrs. Broadbent.
Broadway.
Geoffrey, something is causing the patients in this hospital to band together and speak through the league represented by Mrs. Broadway. This means that they speak in a very loud and unpleasant voice.
Really?
The sort of voice the press might hear.
Indeed.
All right, I'll look into it at once. Although I am sure it is a complete waste of time.
We want results, Loftus. I am responsible for the funds of the League, subscriptions which my members can ill afford, and we want action. We want those skeletons out of their cupboard.
Dick, what did you do to him?
Do to who?
Mr. Golightly. He's been quiet as a lamb all morning. It's amazing. He even smiled once.
Stuart Clark John, dear boy. Centuries of training.
Oh, royalty, royalty.
There you are, Waring.
What's
I'm
that?
trying to find you for an hour.
Well, I've just been down to pathology, sir.
I'd change your aftershave if I were you, Waring. You smell like a bunch of gladioli. You know what these are?
No.
They're complaints, Waring. Complaints made by your patients through the Patients Protection League.
Oh, the old Patients Erection League. That doesn't still exist, does it?
Not only does it still exist, it seems to have made a remarkable recovery and is formally passing complaints from your patients to the governors at the rate of 676 complaints in 10 days.
What?
That makes 67.6 complaints per day. How many patients do you have?
About 30.
That makes 2 complaints per patient per day. What on earth are you doing to them?
Well, you know, I have got 2 suspended by their thumbs over a cellar full of live rats. I've got another 3 boiling very slowly in a solution of castor oil.
Waring.
Well, I'm sorry, then. But, I mean, do we know who has made these?
No, that's one of the League's protections. They will only divulge the identities of complainants at a full inquiry in front of the Regional Hospital Board.
When will that be, sir?
It won't. You're prevented.
I will, sir?
Thank you, Waring. The chairman has agreed to take Mrs. Broadway on a royal tour around the hospital at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Oh, no.
And I will expect a report from you at 9:30.
Oh, but sir, I haven't got the time to go playing Marjorie Proofs to all the patients. I can just about get through the day as it is.
You're breaking my heart, Waring.
Dear Marge.
For you, from Dr. Waring.
Love in a mist.
Oh, good afternoon, Duncan.
Hello, Dr. Waring.
Angela, don't you start anything today. I've got much too much on my mind.
So have I.
What?
I got the flowers you sent me, and I saved this one especially for you.
What flowers?
Did you think that I'm special in the
Dicky? What do you mean? Stuart Clark?
I knew you really did care about me.
No, Angela, I'm very busy.
Where you use your thermometer.
Too busy today.
Oh, I feel weak.
What? Oh, no.
Daniel?
Will you please go back to your bed?
You really oughtn't to encourage her, Dr. Waring.
Encourage her? I'll have to spend all the day fighting her off. Right now, sister, how many complaints have you got in here?
There aren't any?
No, I'd love to say that. Are you sure?
None?
Positive?
Positively positive.
Well, I don't believe it. Oh, what about Mrs. Hopkins? It rained today. Surely she complained about that.
They've all been as good as gold. In fact, they've been unusually cooperative this afternoon. I don't like it. It's as though they were planning something.
Quiet before the storm.
Precisely.
Yeah, well, perhaps, you know. Perhaps, and perhaps we're just misjudging. Perhaps they've all turned over a new leaf and we're dead lucky, eh?
Perhaps.
Hello, Waring.
Good evening, sir.
How's it coming along, Waring?
Just a storm in a teacup, sir. There's no complaints at all.
None?
No, sir. I've just spent all the time going through the women's ward. Nothing. Even Mrs. Hopkins seemed quite cheerful.
Good Lord, she must have had a relapse.
No, I think it's all been blown up totally out of proportion, sir. I mean, if there'd been any complaints, they would have told me. You know, in situations like this, all that's needed is a bit of basic psychology. Little tact, little patience, little understanding.
All right, Waring, you're beginning to sound like Stuart Clark. Save it for your report tomorrow morning. 9:30.
Everybody happy? Everybody feeling all right? Ah, Mr. Golightly, how are you? Not speaking too much, eh? Oh, well. So sheet's a bit too starchy, eh? Yeah. Yes. Bit drafty in here as well, isn't it? Now, look here. I thought we'd discussed this and finalised that we weren't going to have... All right, what is it? Someone? Anyone? Come on, tell me what you're all doing. What's it all about?
We've been told not to speak to you.
By whom?
Oh, you're for the eye jump now, mate. Make no mistake.
Well, what are you talking about?
You wouldn't have told Albert before, would you? But you'll have to in the future, won't you? Because the Patients Protection League's going to see to that.
Protection League?
Yes, we're all members now. Here, look. And our representative has told us not to say anything to you, but to channel our complaints through the League, all official like.
What representative?
Oh, that nice young lad that came in, you know, got us all to join. Lovely boy he was. Not like you.
Which fella?
Oh, him that came in, what's his name? Him that brought me all those lovely flowers there.
Oh, come on, Duncan. All I did was tell a few patients about the stupid league. Where's the harm in that?
Look. The fact that you were charging commission on their subscriptions.
You know, Duncan, sometimes I worry about you. I don't know how many times I've heard you say how underpaid and overworked the medical profession is. But yet when I come up with a simple scheme, needing little investment and yielding a high financial return, all you can do is threaten to report me to Loftus.
High financial... You call swindling a few patients out of a few bob a high financial return?
I should have thought a potential yield of £6,000 a reasonably high figure.
Don't be... £6,000? How'd you figure that?
Well, it's simple, isn't it? Look, there are 600 beds in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
And each patient stays in the hospital approximately 9 days, right?
Yeah.
Right, now charging each patient 25p commission, you multiply the total number of subscriptions by 600 and then multiply it by 365, divided by 9, giving you a total of £6,083, 33p exactly.
Right. Per year?
Ah, but that, of course, is the full potential yield. But I reckon we, working together, could achieve something like, 25% of that.
750 quid each.
£760, 41.5p to be exact.
No, we can't. You can't. I can't. No.
Oh, come on, Duncan. Look, the patients will be happy because they've got someone to complain to.
Yeah.
The medical staff will be happy because all the complaints have been taken off their shoulders. And the Patients' League will be happy because they've all got all these new subscribers. So if they're happy, why can't we be happy making ourselves a few bob?
Because it's crooked. Oh. Hello. For you, Mediflorist.
Hello, Mediflorist. Oh, hello, sister. Yes, what? During the night, all the flowers on your ward disappeared? Oh, dear. Very sorry to hear that. But yes, I have got a few bunches left. They've gone up 15p, though, since yesterday. Shortage of supply, you know, VAT and all that. Yes, of course. Deal with it right away. Goodbye. That's the third time this week I've sold these flowers.
What? Now, look, do you want Loftus to find out about your little enterprises?
You wouldn't do that, would you?
Not if you give me a list of your subscribers, we go around and you give them all their money back, and you tell them that they can still complain to us, and we'll deal with it personally.
Well, what will you put in your report to Loftus?
Oh, I'll get rid of the threat of an inquiry, and I'll take the wind out of the sails of Mrs. What's-her-name, and Loftus will be happy. Now, come on, we've only got till 11:30. Let's have that list.
Well...
Hello? Mediflorist, can I be of assistance, please?
Who was that?
Loftus.
What, Loftus?
Now, Mrs. Peters, I understand that you joined the Patients Protection League and that you made a complaint.
Oh, no, I wouldn't go in for anything like that. I'm a Presbyterian.
What? No, Mrs. Peters, what I meant was, do you have any complaints?
Oh, yes, well, you know that. I've got something wrong with me kidneys.
No, look, Mrs. Peters, have a look at that. Now, do you remember signing one of these?
Oh, yes, that lovely young blonde boy asked me to buy one. Oh, he's got such lovely manners. He made me buy them lovely flowers, you know.
Yes, I thought he might have done. Now, look, do you have any reason to complain against the hospital or the treatment that you receive here?
Do you mean, do I have a complaint?
Right first time.
No, I don't think so. Oh, yes. There is one doctor, I'm afraid. Oh, well, maybe nothing in it, but I'm a bit silly, perhaps, but... Well, it only happened once.
Go on.
Well, I don't suppose he meant anything by it.
By what? I mean, who was it? What did he do?
Well, I don't think I'd like to talk about it. It's a bit embarrassing.
Oh.
Oh, is that your little Gadget?
Don't worry about it, though. It's not very important. Now, look, did this thing happen when he was examining you? It did?
Yes. None of the others do it.
Oh, no. Well, look, what exactly did, well, would you prefer to talk to the nurse or the sister about it, perhaps?
All the other doctors warm it up beforehand.
Do they?
Oh, yes. And when you get to my age, it can be a bit of a shock when you get a cold one pressed up against you.
Mrs. Peters, are we talking about the same thing?
Oh, yes, I think so. I'm talking about your little thingammy.
Oh, the stethoscope.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Yes, well, never mind,
How many chocolates will you find packed in a cardboard carton? Good afternoon, Duncan.
Oh, no. Chocolates?
Do you mind? Liqueurs. It's my latest financial enterprise, Medichocs.
I'm so sorry. What happened to Mediflorist, then?
Oh, due to shortage of supply, Mediflorist has been forced into voluntary liquidation.
Oh, well, why? What happened to your cousin?
Oh, that was very sad. He was caught.
Oh,
Oh, dear. I thought that might happen.
What's wrong with... Where did you get them? They're absolutely foul.
Yes, well, you see, I picked them up cheap. Apparently they were salvaged from a freighter which sank off the East Coast.
When did it sink? The First World War?
No, I don't think it was as long ago as that, actually. Now, listen, did you manage to get round to all the patients?
I managed to get through the 9, but that took me all morning. How you managed to do 21 in the same time, I've got any nerves.
What do you mean?
How you managed to get through 29... Dick. Now, look, Dick.
What?
When I rang you and said I was going to see Mrs. Peters, you told me that you'd seen everyone else.
Well, yes, I did, but I didn't see her about the complaints.
What?
Well, no, I didn't have time. I had to come back here to accept delivery of my Medichocs.
Then what did you do?
Well, I gave them their subscriptions back, and I told them that you'd be around this afternoon to ask them about their complaints. Well, that's what we agreed.
You fool! I've just told Loftus everything was fixed.
Oh.
Good God, he's going to go into the women's ward immediately after lunch.
Oh, dear. Would it help if I said I was sorry?
Oh!
Sorry.
Dr. Waring,
No, sorry, sister, you're not on the list. Right, Mrs. Blyton? Mrs. Blyton?
Now then, Dr. Waring, what
Mrs.
about my
Hopkins.
complaint?
Yes, all right, love, you're on the
Dr.
list. I'll see you in a moment. Just one
I
moment.
thought I'd just help you out.
I'll see you later on.
Look, I want to see what's happened to our money then.
What money?
The money collected up
Now,
in
you
our
tell me you've given all that money
There's been
back.
a misunderstanding.
What?
Well, I thought I'd just come in here and help you out.
Oh, no, look, Dick.
Going on?
I'm going to start over here.
Look, ladies, please, if anybody has got a complaint, will you... No, Angela, you haven't. You're not on the list.
You're on mine.
Oh, no, Angela, please, let me get up.
What's another complaint?
Look, I'm very busy now. Let me get up, please.
What's wrong? Carrying on with that harlot.
What?
Henry got destroyed out there trying to diddle us all out of 25p.
And who are you calling a harlot, backbone,
Oh, no, ladies. Let us settle this in a civilized manner, if you please.
You're so wonderful.
So pay attention, cow face. So long as he comes up with our 25p's, jump back.
What's 25p?
We each of us paid 25p for admission to the Patients Protection League, and now he's trying to give us our money back, less 25p.
Dick!
There's been a misunderstanding.
Dick?
Well, you see, I did borrow the money only for, to pay someone back, and, well, it's perfectly open and above board if
It's
you
an
ask me.
outrage.
No, I think it is.
Where's that lovely flower? What's you doing here?
Well, what are you doing?
What, look, I didn't have time. I was going to.
Oh, yes, didn't have time. That's always the case, isn't it? What happened to all the students, eh? You know, I got myself all undressed and all ready for you. Didn't turn up, did you? Here, I washed myself special. Look.
See, Chairman, all that's needed in these situations is a touch of basic psychology. Most patients will respond with a little tact, sympathy, and understanding.
Well, Geoffrey, if everything else is as good as that lunch, I don't think we've anything to fear.
The 3-hour lunch is quite long enough for Dr. Waring to tidy the skeletons back in the cupboard.
Oh, we shan't get anywhere if you keep me
Oh, pension the old fool off.
Mrs. Broad,
Way.
yes, that's right. We shall shortly be meeting the patients in the Patrick Snooth female ward. And I doubt if you'll find a more peaceful and contented scene anywhere in London.
I'm very sorry.
You didn't give any of those chocolates, did you?
Well, I thought they'd keep her quiet.
Oh, you stupid man.
All right.
Now, look.
Look, ladies, will you...
Doctor! I've got a complaint!
What is it?
You're not wearing my flower!
What the devil are you doing?
Oh, a skeleton too big for your cupboard, Dr. Waring. Oh, my God, what a disgusting scene. Now you can understand how serious I was about the whole occasion. Oh.
Mrs. Broadmoor.
Wait.
Oh, shut up.
Oh.
Strange as it may seem, the patients have no complaints.
No complaints! I want a complaint!
Waring.
All right, I want to complain too.
You can't, you're a doctor.
Exactly.
I know my tubers.
This is Mrs. Broadway.
I am Emmeline Broadway. I am the representative locally of the MDHPPL. How do you do? It's through my offices that this goodness occurs.
Emmeline Broadway. Well, well, well. Oh, I haven't seen you since 1945. You used to run the Ex-Servicemen's Welfare Association, didn't you, in Darlington?
Yes, I did. How charming of you to remember.
Yes, but where's our bloody Christmas subscription for the club, eh? 25 quid you swap when you ran off with that nun.
Oh, no!
Now that's what I call a skeleton.
We shake you by the hand.
Yes, get off, you...
Oh.
I'm not gonna...